Leon, Matt, and Bing-Hee entered the third building for the final test. Leon's heart skipped a beat when he saw Henry was in the crowd. The gymnasium held everyone.
See someone you like?
Matt chuckled when he noticed Leon's gaze was fixed in one direction. Leon shook his head. It's not like that, just some people who seem familiar to me. The hall became silent when Tyne stepped up on a podium to greet everyone again.
Thank you, applicants, for your hard work so far. This final test will not be taken by everyone. It will only be undertaken by those who have the potential to be spirit swordsmen, spirit weapon masters, and mage specialists. The qualifying minimum is level 25 spirit power.
A nervous murmur erupted throughout the crowd. Why is everyone nervous all of a sudden? Leon asked Matt.
Why? Because being a spirit swordsman is the cream of the crop, martial warrior. When you graduate, you get a 6-figure salary, a penthouse, and go on the coolest missions. Everyone knows that the god of blades is a spirit swordsman.
Matt excitedly answered. Then, why can't anyone take the test?
Dude. Tell me you're not that clueless. You have to be able to use spirit magic to qualify.
Matt sighed.
Yep. And, he said it has to be at a level 25.
Bing-Hee added. Leon gasped. That's almost impossible unless you've been training. Both nodded.
As you know, everyone can absorb free radical energy and convert about 2% of their spirit energy to use as magic, but that's only sparking a light. This is level 2. A few can go beyond this level. To be classed as a mage, you need to be able to absorb and use a minimum of 15% spirit energy for magic. This is level 15.
Yeah. But unless you train using magic since middle school, it's not possible to develop the body beyond that level. Otherwise, you could combust. Leon added.
Yeah. So, many people here will not be able to sit the test. Since a lot of them would have come from government military schools, which doesn't hone this skill.
Bing-Hee sighed.
I wonder how they're going to check for that.
Matt added. They were given the answer by Tyne, who had also explained the facts that they had been discussing.
Your wristband will glow after your name is called. If it switches off, it means you will not be eligible to sit the test. You must leave the gymnasium immediately.
Tyne advised. The first person was called and faced the bitter truth of having to leave. A few others followed until there was more freestanding space. Hey. Do you think you two could qualify? Leon cautiously asked. Matt and Bing-Hee flashed him cocky smiles. He nodded and returned his attention to the front. The corner of his eye kept note of Henry's expression. Oh man, he's definitely cute. He thought with a dreamy grin. He stood more alert when Henry's name was called. Everyone in the room fell silent and watched him step up to the testing clerk at the front. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if he couldn't be a spirit swordsman? A girl gossiped with a low whisper to her friend near Leon. Yeah. I mean, his brother is the god of blades. So, no way can he best that, the other girl cattily answered. I mean, everyone knows he's just in the way of his brother's shadow. Yeah. I heard that he's afraid of his brother. He must be a pansy. But he's handsome looking, but in an idle way. The girls giggled. Shush. Leon snapped at them. They gave him stinky looks but zipped their lips. Henry showed his wristband to the clerk. It glowed green. When the clerk finished counting to 3, the band's face was still glowing.